Hello students, welcome to Verma's Chemistry. In this video, I am going to tell you how to solve the numericals related to electrode potentials of the species in which the same element is involved with different oxidation states. It is given that the standard reduction potential of conversion of Fe3 plus into Fe is minus 0.036 volts and standard reduction potential of conversion of Fe2 plus into Fe is minus 0.44 volts, and they are asking the standard reduction potential of conversion of Fe3 plus into Fe2 plus. If you see these reduction potential values, we have only three species are involved: Fe3 plus, Fe2 plus and iron. All these species are of the same element but with different oxidation states. And if you consider the reduction reaction, Fe3 plus got reduced into Fe2 plus and it can be reduced into iron. And as per the reduction potential values, 1 mole of Fe3 plus will be reduced into iron by taking 3 moles of electrons, and its reduction potential value given is minus 0.036 volts. Fe2 plus can be reduced into iron by taking 2 moles of electrons, and its reduction potential value given is minus 0.44 volts. And we need to find out what is the reduction potential when Fe3 plus got reduced into Fe2 plus. When we see these equations, suppose this first equation, consider it as equation 1, this is equation 2 and this is equation 3. We need reduction potential of equation 3, and this third equation we can get when equation 2 is subtracted from equation 1. When we subtract equation 2 from equation 1, we can get this equation 3. So can we do the same with these reduction potential values? The answer is no. We can't do the same operation with electrode potential values, because these electrode potential values are not extensive properties. It is an intensive property. Intensive property depends on only the nature of the electrode, not on the quantity, how many moles of electrons are getting involved in it. So intensive properties can't be added or subtracted. So that's why we need to convert these intensive properties into extensive properties. For that, we will use the relation delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught, where delta G naught is standard Gibbs energy change of the electrode, which is a extensive property. The Gibbs energy change is an extensive property. So these electrode potential values can be converted into delta G naught values. After that, we can add them or subtract from each other. So conversion of Fe3 plus into Fe, for this reaction, suppose let us take the Gibbs energy change is delta G1 naught, which is equal to minus NF E naught, minus N is the number of moles of electrons involved in the reaction. 3 moles of electrons got involved. F is anyway Faraday, and its E naught value is minus 0.036. So overall, delta G naught value of the first equation is 0.108 Faradays. For this, in the second equation, we got N value 2 and E naught value is minus 0.44. So if you substitute these values in the formula delta is equal to minus NFE, then you will get minus of 2 into minus 0.44 Faradays, which will be equal to 0.88 Faradays. And delta G naught value of this third equation, we can get it when you subtract the delta G naught value of second equation from delta G naught value of first equation. because we can get this third equation when we subtract second equation from this first equation. The same operation can be applied to Gibbs energy change values because Gibbs energy change is an extensive property. So delta G3 naught will be equal to delta G1 naught is how much? 0.108 Faraday minus delta G2 naught is 0.88 Faraday. So delta G3 naught will be equal to minus 0.772 Faradays. In the place of delta G3 naught, you can substitute minus NF E3 naught value. So minus NF E3 naught equal to 0.108 Faraday minus 0.88 F, which will be equal to minus 0.772 F. But what is N here? For third equation, N is 1 because 1 mole of electrons got involved in the process. So substitute the value of N by 1, then and cancel the negative sign, and Faraday is common, cancel it. Then E3 naught value will be equal to 0.772 volts. Let us see one more numerical. The standard reduction potential of conversion of permanganate into Mn plus 2 given is 1.52 volts, and the standard reduction potential value of conversion of manganese dioxide into Mn plus 2 is 1.23 volts, and they are asking the standard reduction potential of conversion of permanganate into MnO2. Even here also we got different species with the same element with different oxidation state. MnO4 minus, MnO2, Mn2 plus. And if we consider the reduction reaction, MnO4 minus will be reduced into MnO2, MnO2 will be reduced into Mn2 plus. In MnO4 minus, oxidation state of manganese is plus 7. In MnO2, oxidation state of manganese is plus 4, and in Mn plus 2, oxidation state of manganese is anyway plus 2. So in the conversion of permanganate into MnO2, 3 moles of electrons will be involved because the difference in oxidation state is 7 minus 4. 3 moles of electrons are involved. And in the conversion of MnO4 minus into Mn plus 2, 5 moles of electrons are involved because difference in oxidation state is 7 minus 2. In the conversion of MnO2 into Mn plus 2, 2 moles of electrons are involved because the difference in oxidation state is 4 minus 2, which is equal to 2. Or else we can write down the equations of reduction of permanganate. When permanganate got reduced into Mn plus 2, the balanced equation you will get is this, in which permanganate is reduced by taking 5 moles of electrons into Mn plus 2, and its E naught value given is 1.51 volts. And when MnO2 is reduced into Mn plus 2, in this 2 moles of electrons are involved, and its E naught value given is 1.23 volts. And when permanganate is reduced into MnO2, then 3 moles of electrons are involved in it, and we need to find out E naught value of this change. Even here also, this third equation can be obtained from the first two equations. When we subtract the second equation from this first equation, you will get the third equation. The question is, can we do the same operation in terms of E naught values? When we are subtracting the second equation from first equation, can we do the same? Can we subtract E naught value of the second equation from E naught value of first equation? No, because E naught values are not additive properties. E naught values are not extensive properties, they are intensive properties. Intensive properties are not additive properties. We can't add or subtract them from each other when the equations are added or subtracted. So we need to convert these electrode potential values into Gibbs energy changes, which is an extensive property. What is the relation? What is the formula for Gibbs energy change in terms of electrode potential? Delta Z naught is equal to minus NF E naught. So for the first equation, delta G1 naught is equal to minus NF E naught. N value is 5 moles of electrons are involved. E naught value is 1.51 volts. Then delta G1 naught you will get minus 7.55 F. For the second equation, delta G2 naught is equal to minus 2 into 1.23 F, because number of moles of electrons transferred in the second reaction is 2 moles and its electrode potential value is 1.23 Faradays. So overall delta G2 naught value is minus 2.46 F. And we need to find out delta G3 naught, means the Gibbs energy change of the third equation. How will you get the third equation? When you subtract the second equation from the first equation. So you can subtract the Gibbs energy change of the second equation from the Gibbs energy change of the first equation. So delta G1 naught minus delta G2 naught will be equal to delta G3 naught. If you substitute these values, you will get delta G3 naught equal to minus 5.09 Faradays, which will be equal to minus NF E3 naught, because delta G3 naught equal to minus NF E3 naught. And N value is what? For third equation, it is equal to 3. So substitute the values, substitute N value by 3. So minus 3F E3 naught is equal to minus 5.09 Faraday. Faraday got cancelled, negative sign got cancelled. So 3 E naught equal to 5.09. So E3 naught will be equal to approximately 1.7 volts. Thank you for watching this video.